Hello YouTube, how's it going? Arlimisttv here, and it's been a while. I apologize, I've been busy with school, and it was spring break, and I just took a break. It was a good time, if you're wondering. But let's get back to the grind. And this is my part 2 of my Black Temple raid guide for old raid guides. And in this video, I'll be going all Brewmaster. I tried it as Windwalker and it just did not work. So yeah, so this boss is Blood Boil, and he is really not too hard. He just has a lot of damage over time effects and CC that makes him a little bit harder than the average boss. So this one isn't so much of a burn as the first 4 were, but he's a little bit challenging if you're a lower level. You'll see me dip down pretty low in percentage health a few times here, but I still got him down. And yeah, the main thing to remember here is that you need to save cooldowns for when he CCs you so you can survive it, or have a heal ready for once you get out of that CC. Like, for me, I tried to keep up my guard for when I was about to be CC'd. I believe that I don't have the ability on my DBM, but you can set it for that if needed. And that's pretty much all this boss has. It's just the same thing. If you see like the little slashing wound up there, that decreases your armor by I believe it's 500, and just goes up by 500 from there for every stack, and it'll get up really high. I think I ended with 47 stacks of it, so I ended up with a lot of reduced armor, but that's beside the point. And it does percent of nature damage as well. So, like I said, it's not too hard, but just keep in mind that you do have a risk of dying on this one more than any other one. And we're moving on to the next boss. And up next is Essence of Despair or Face's boss. I've heard both. And this guy, you'll see me not kill him. I forgot to hit record when I actually killed him. You can do this boss as a DPS. The main problem with this boss is the second phase you'll see here coming up. You will take any damage you do to the boss, you will take that damage back. So you can see me hitting for like 170k, that gets reflected right back at me. So it is kind of hard to do this boss as a DPS. I would highly suggest that you do it as a tank or healer, something with a low damage output, but you're still able to kill things. Other than that, this boss is pretty simple. The other 2 phases are a tank and spank, and oh, in the second phase coming up here, he does put the debuff that he puts on you, he puts a debuff on you that makes you take 100% damage taken, 100% more damage taken, that is. And that is a little bit of a worrisome thing, but again, something with a low damage output that's not going to be that big of a deal. He does drain mana, so if you do take too long, it will just kind of screw you over. So if you're somebody that uses mana a lot, like a mage or something, this boss might be a little bit harder for you, and you might have to bring someone else in if you cannot survive. But you'll see here where my health just drops down dramatically. I'm taking like 50k hits. That's all that damage reflection. And that kind of like confused thing that they just did there, that is, you can interrupt that, but it's not that big of a deal. You do take a little bit of damage. It looks like 4k melee hit, but you can survive through that if you are able to just kind of heal up a little bit. So other than that, I apologize again for, oh, and there's the 100% more damage taken debuff, and sorry about that, but I apologize again for not getting a killing video. Like I said, I turned off the recording after I released, and I switched over to Brewmaster and got back there, and I just forgot to hit record on Fraps again, so I apologize for that. And here I am running back from despair. As you can see, I went Brewmaster, so I do have evidence to back that up. But that's a whole nother thing. So we're going to move on to the next boss. Just wanted to add that in. And Mother Shiraz, or whatever her name is next. And Mother Shiraz is here, and she does not do too much. Again, she does have some random high spikes of damage, but that's completely heal throughable, or not avoidable, but you know, you should be able to defense it up and not take that much damage. Like for me, I'm using guard, and she doesn't really do that much. But you can see here that she does put a silence on you, and she does that every few seconds, or not few seconds, but about 30 seconds or so, and it lasts for 10 seconds. That's pretty much her only deadly ability. After a certain point, she starts doing a little bit more damage, and it can be a little bit of a hard spot, I guess you could say, or just kind of hard to deal with if you are a cloth wearer or somebody that doesn't really have a heal. It might be a little bit of a problem for you, but it shouldn't be that big of an issue. You can see here I take her down with little to no issue. I don't drop in that much health, so she doesn't really do any damage. If you're doing this with more than one person, she will teleport one person out and deal a decent amount of shadow damage to them. And if you are running with more than one person, just have whoever gets teleported out just stand out there until the debuff wears off, and then you can run back in and you should be fine. And she does put a damage taken debuff on you, but it's really not that big of a deal because the only thing that she does is that void beam and melee. So if you're doing this by yourself, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. But the debuff that she puts on you, you'll see a little shadow crystal looking thing there, and that would be 100% more shadow damage taken. So if you are doing this with more than one person, the person that gets teleported out might have that debuff, and they might take massive amounts of damage. Just be aware of that. And we're moving on to the Arlimisttv Council. So the last boss here is the Arlimisttv Council, and it is a little bit of a hard fight, but not really at the same time. There's a decent amount of damage if you don't move out of Consecration and Flame Strike. You'll see here I actually stand in it a little bit, which is a little bit of a derp move, but that's whatever. So the thing that I would suggest is putting a focus on the Priest, because she does heal, and you are able to interrupt that heal. So if you can avoid having to, I guess, withstand the fight longer, you know, it helps. And you don't have to, but if you are a tank trying to do this, you might be having a little bit of an issue. You can always just interrupt. Like you see right there, she's healing and just interrupts. Now the reason that we attack the Paladin is the fact that he puts a negates all magic damage and physical damage. They're separate buffs, mind you, on people, and he doesn't put it on himself though, so you're able to just completely focus fire the paladin, rather than if you're looking at the priest there, she'll get magic like that, hand of protection on her, and negates all magic damage taken, so it's very helpful to not have to deal with that and switch and targets and whatnot. So just focus down the paladin and make sure that you stay out of stuff and interrupt the heal if you're having issues. That's pretty much this fight, and I hope you enjoyed this guide, and I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the rest of the fight. Well, thanks again for watching, and if you're staying till this part, then I thank you. And I just want to say, sorry for not making any videos. I've just been kind of busy with stuff, and I've had a lot of lack of motivation, but hopefully I'm getting back in the grind here. And I do have some disheartening news. I have canceled my WoW subscription, and that is due to me just not enjoying the game as much anymore, and I will probably come back at some point, but right now I've canceled the subscription, so I'm going to probably try and do some other gameplay on here. I do have a few more WoW videos built up, so this is not going to be the last one. But I just want to let you guys know, and let me know in the comment section below what else you'd like to see until WoW comes back. It can be anything from Minecraft to Call of Duty. I have a decent amount of games, and if I might do a video showing all the games that I have, and maybe you guys would like to see, or recommend some games for me to play. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later, and hit that subscribe button if you liked the video. And yeah, see ya.